And welcome to Alabaster City. My name's Alzorath, and today I've kind of come in here. I didn't really feel like playing my normal map today because I've had a little bit of a creative urge, so I'm not going to be doing any of the mundane clearing out stuff. But I think I kind of want to build a little bit of either a plaza or a church today, something big. This will also let me experiment with fast forwarding through extra stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna build probably a church, a small church or something like that, or just something off of here. I think it's gonna be a church. We'll see where it leads us. But yeah, we gotta get our little bit of road out a little further. Let's go ahead. Oh, wrong one. Oops. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been in my creative world, so I'm not really used to the creative controls, and if it starts snowing, I'm going to be pissed. I've been clearing snow off of this every single time I've come to this world. I'm going to go ahead and... Because, yeah, there's no way to turn off weather in vanilla Minecraft, and for some reason, single-player commands and Optifine both don't like me lately. I don't know why. So this is without them. I'll probably mess around with the install in the future, just to be able to get rid of weather or control it. Because I actually would like snow to appear on some of this, but not all of it. But yeah, if I fly up here, you can see that. And we are going to build it kind of towards the lava over there. And there's going to be a big main plaza over here that's going to connect across here and connect to the church that's going to be over here. We're probably also going to have some more housing and maybe a marketplace over there. Sun's probably going to come up pretty soon, I think. Yeah, it's coming up. But yeah, the big plaza right there. We're going to have housing. We're going to have a big wall. We're going to have this lake here. I haven't checked how far it goes out. Just not too far. This lake right here is going to come into the city, and it's going to basically have an archway over it. At least that's the plan so far. So yeah, it's going to be a medium-sized town. It's not going to be huge, but some of the buildings in it are going to be a little bit larger than the buildings in my single-player world. So in my normal single-player world. So yeah, let's go ahead and drop these right here. It's going to give me a little bit of light. I'm going to go ahead and get some wooden half slabs. And doop. There we go. And plunk them on top. It's gonna end up getting rid of the snow around this, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm building a church. There doesn't need to be snow right there. And this is why I like this texture pack's glowstone, by the way. It doesn't look like, well, shit. Just to put it nicely. Okay, ooh, fly up there. Gonna drop this. And yeah, I know I could just put down wooden blocks. And I'm being lazy by sticking with half slabs. But it doesn't matter, it's creative. I can delete them in one hit anyway. Okay, now for a church, I'm going to go with a rather symmetrical design. You're going to walk in. I'm going to have an archway. Let's grab some normal brick. Right there. And I'm going to build an archway for people to enter into. Right along here. You're not going to see that part anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and use brick for it. And we'll go up and up. Actually, I'm going to leave that open. I'm going to make the... Yeah, I'm doing this on the fly, by the way. I'm going to do the archway a little more like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm going to leave that a little more exposed. You'll see why in just a second. And we'll come up here and come across. Okay. And this one will come up too and come across as well. Now what I'm planning on doing, we'll see if this looks alright. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm going to go ahead and plunk these down here. There we go. This is going to be the start of the entryway for it. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab, let's see, I need my stairs. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab that. And I think that should be all I need. Dunk. And let's see, I need this one to be right side up. And what I'm planning on doing, seeing if this works out all right, I'm going to need a block up here just to place it on. I'm going to delete it in just a second. There we go. And this one right here needs it too. Let's go ahead and dunk. Oh, nope. Bad block. Dunk. There we go. And there, and there, and there. See how that looks. It's not bad. I don't particularly like it. Let's see what it looks like with the other part of my plan engaged. Let's come down here. And let's half slab that, that, and that. And half slab that, that, and that. Yeah, it's not exactly how I thought it would look. I was hoping it would be a little bit thinner. So let's go ahead and step down here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that and make it steps. Same with this one. And probably change out the material for the roof of that just a little bit. I can throw down the half slab just whenever I feel like it. Stop flying. I'm not a particularly big fan of flying, if you don't notice. Let's see. I don't like how that looks. I do like how that looks, though. And if we get... Where are our fences? I don't feel like flying back there to get another fence. So we're putting it down. Let's go ahead and throw the steps away, because I'll be using half slabs mostly for the... Let's go ahead and drop that and that. Not a fan of that. Let's see what fence gates look like. Because I've recently been turned back on to fence gate. I keep calling them fence gates. That makes me feel stupid. I'm sorry. Not like that. Like that. There we go. That's not bad. If I delete these, put them there, I think I might actually like that. Maybe grow some vines going down like that? I don't know yet. We will find out. This is very spur of the moment. I wasn't really planning on doing much in the way of a creative build today. And we'll fill that in. Okay. That looks like shit from the outside. We'll fix that in just a minute. Probably like this. If I can step down here. Nope. I'm gonna have to. That's the one thing I don't like about creative. One hit block destruction is not my thing. Gonna have to pop these down like that. Fly up there and destroy those. Now I'm gonna have it just come over this. This is gonna be a very symmetrical design, unlike, say, the actual travel center or greeting center up here, which is slightly off center. It's still authoritative, but not overwhelmingly so. That's one of the reasons why I like the balance of symmetry and asymmetry in cities, because just like in advertising, you have people who want authority, like churches and businesses where they build things that look very symmetrical and very stern and use a lot of verticals and various horizontals, that like a cross pattern kind of thing. And that is what creates the sense of we are powerful, listen to us. It creates kind of a, I hate to say it, but fatherly feel to it, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and drop a glowstone right there, since it's going to be the entrance. We got to shed light for our patrons. I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in. Give us the rest of the roof. Let's see how that looks. Very, very basic. And we are going to turn this into a courtyard kind of thing. Doom, doom, and doom, doom, doom. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good for that. And let's get our fence posts back out because we will need those as much as I don't want to use them. Let's go ahead and grab that. We don't need torches right now. I don't use many torches in my creative builds because I prefer the lamppost look of the glowstone. You may notice that these are all exposed glowstones, and actually that tree was naturally there, by the way. I just kind of built around it. I'm big on building into nature because I'm a nerd like that. And we're going to go ahead and cover this up with stone steps so it kind of has that nice entryway feel to it. And we will get started on the main body of the church. That's going to be a doorway right here. So we are going to need our bricks. This is probably a part that no one's going to see. Come on. There we go. There. Another glowstone there. And there. No. There. There we go. I'm not too worried about what's beneath that stone. We're going to use this for the ground. And let us see. How do I want this to look? I think I'm going to try this out. Which means I'm going to have to turn this into wood. But I am going to try something out. You're getting to see a lot of experimentation on this one. Because of how impromptu it was. Gonna put that as wood, and let's get some wooden steps in here. There's my wooden steps. I'll go ahead and throw the gravel in there. I don't need it right now. I'm not building any roads. Oops, wrong way. I want that like, let's get right on there and right on. I wish there was a sideways half slab. That'd be kind of cool for me. Hint, but I doubt anyone who actually can influence that is going to be watching. Let's go ahead and get that right there. And let's see. I suppose I could do it like that because I'd rather have it be 2 spaces at the bottom rather than 2 spaces at the top. And like that. That looks slightly odd, but we are going to be okay with this. See how that looks from the front. Oh, I kind of like that. And there's weird lighting crap going on right there. Let's go ahead, move that right there, and go ahead and make that wood, I guess. Why are you not lighting right? I hate you. Ah, crap. Oh, oops. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Let's see. What did I have right there? Yeah, I had a step. Nope. Like that. No, did I not? No, I didn't. I had a block. Let's see. What are we doing wrong here? Where did I mess up? Let's go ahead and put blocks, I guess. And blocks. See how that looks from the front. That, not bad. Not great. Not bad either. Let's go ahead and put this right there again. And we're going to go ahead and put a half slab of stone right there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Bad. There we go. No. I want... Fine. And then stone. Why you no like me? It's the exact same block. Okay, we'll do this the hard way. And fly up here. Oh, that is the... I'm feeling like an idiot right now. Because that is half slab territory. Means it's attaching to the freaking bottom of that. Building frustrations with Alzorath. Okay, we're going to just use a whole block of stone. do this the easy way. My apologies. Let's see. Gonna need wood right there, even though you're not gonna see that part because it's gonna be more roof. I'll go ahead and fake it in for you guys who want to see that. There we go. Anyway, things I was going to talk about today. A little bit, considering that dunk and dunk. Considering that I'm building today, I figured I'd talk about some of my building techniques, which are going absolutely horrible right now, in case you hadn't noticed. Oh, let's see. I'm going to knock those out. My aim is off. There we go. I'm going to knock those out. I think I'm going to replace those. I'm going to replace those with something. I'm going to replace those with the town colors. There's orange. Going to go ahead and drop some orange wool right there and right there. Now, the reason I'm using orange is it balances kind of well with the pale sand that I use, which is what these walls are made of. I'll coming up close. That's sand. So if you knock that block out there, it's all going to fall. So we have the entryway to the church. Now we're going to... The way I do buildings is I do outlines. I'm going to go ahead and knock this away right here. This is going to be the front of the building. So there's going to be a door right there. I'm not going to bother putting one in right now, but we're going to end up having a church here. So we want to kind of build it up a little bit and get ourselves a little established. Now, I'm going to end up with, here, I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. The steps right there. And I'm going to go ahead and come over here and do it right there as well. So you get that nice little corner detail right there. I could do the same right here. It would just take a little bit of finagling. I'm not sure if I could actually get that exact same corner because, well, I'd be messing with this wooden little garden edge thing, as I'm going to call it for right now. I don't know the proper term for it. It's a decoration. So we come in here. I'm going to go ahead and this is going to probably be level right here because I want a big, like, basically not a promenade, a landing point, and then I'm going to have it come down. Let's show it off a little bit. I'm going to have this be slightly elevated right through here. Then a little bit of the ways in, I'm going to have a step down to where you step down into the actual church. Because it's not going to be a tiny church, because this is a fairly decent sized city. So it's going to have enough room for all the people involved. Now you'll notice when I'm building churches, I tend to build them with kind of generic symbols. I don't tend to go for any specific religion, because I find that kind of awkward to come into people's builds and see them building in a specific sect whenever it's a Minecraft world. Admittedly, there are people who follow specific religions, and I'm not going to go into that discussion today. For some reason, I just kind of wandered off into that. I did kind of decide to do this as a sort of thought of possibly a thing for my fundraiser concept. Let's go ahead and raise this up. I'm going to have that be a step down. I'm going to have that be a step down. And that be a step down. With fences along there. Kind of a guardrail kind of thing. Oops. No. But yeah, the thing I was thinking for fundraiser purposes would be possibly kind of an auction kind of thing, if that makes sense. The person with the highest donation wins a building with their name on it or a custom house in the city that I build. If you're at all interested in something like that, be sure to mention it below. I'm looking for ideas. If you think you'd be interested in that, I definitely am looking for that kind of feedback. I think that's the same color wood. I can't tell in the dark. But yeah, I'm going to fill in this floor and I will be right back. I'm going to just fast forward it. I'm not going to delete footage. So yeah, I will be right back. And I'm back, and we are building. Now, some of you may be wondering, why did I put this over here? This is going to be a little, like, choir section. Oh, sorry for moving around so fast. This is going to be a bit of a choir section, I think. That, or I'm going to put some special seats up there for special visitors or something like that. This part over here is going to be stairs down. Now, from the outside, it's going to look very symmetrical. Let's fly over here and I'll give you an overhead view. It's going to be very symmetrical from the front and from the sides and all that other stuff. Whenever you walk in, this is archway pattern is going to be mirrored over here. So it still feels symmetrical, and there's going to be visual elements in both of them that will give you that feel of being still balanced yet different functions. The stairs that lead down are going to lead down into a bit of a basically church use kind of area, a meeting area. I usually put these in most of my church buildings or buildings that have an alternate purpose. Like that small library there doesn't have one because it doesn't have an alternate purpose. Neither does the travel center. But the castle is going to have a lot of them, which is going to be over in these woods over here, by the way. And a lot of the buildings, like the houses and stuff, are going to have them as well. Especially the businesses. Businesses almost always have a little like storeroom or something in them. That's a small detail I like to include. I mean, I should probably remove that so you don't get weird music. Now, for those of you wondering, yes, I will be releasing this map. I just realized that's one of the things I forgot to mention whenever I was saying a custom house dedicated to you. The custom house will be available whenever I make this map available for download, which I'm not sure if I'm going to wait until the map is completely done or wait until I'm just done with large sections of it, because I'm not sure what would be better, honestly. But yeah, this building is going to be a little taller than the library. Okay, a lot taller, because it's going to have a bell tower back over here. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off while I'm talking. It's going to have a bell tower back here, right behind where the preacher, or whatever you want to call him, stands. And I'm going ahead and clearing this out while I'm back here. Okay, let's go ahead and... This part is going to be elevated starting right about... Let's see. That is 5 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then start the elevation right about there. I'm going to elevate it by 2. Except not quite that quickly. I'm going to go 5 more. There's 5. And then elevate it a second one. This makes the kind of, I think it's called a pulpit area. I'm going blank on the term right now. Seem a little bit more important. And it gives me room for seating down here for a small sized town. I may include actually a second church on the other side of town. Basically give you different denominations. I'm an equal opportunity builder here. Okay, and we're going to come across here. Just 2. And then we're going to have a little bit of a diagonal there. Oops. And then I'm going to have it come right back out. And we are going to actually go a little further out than that. We are going to make it there. Oh, well, that belongs there, but there we go. And I'm building dangerously close to the lava, appropriate for a church. So we go ahead and build this one back. Let's go ahead and draw ourselves a line across. I should do this in wood because I keep forgetting this is going to be on the same level. Don't ever be ashamed in your builds to build outlines. Because, well, if you don't draw guidelines, you're going to end up having to rebuild sections more than once. And there goes the sun down again. I'm basically keeping you guys here whenever the sun's down. I'm afraid of the dark. Leave me alone. And I also have to apologize to some of you guys, the ones who follow my my Shining Force series. I just haven't had time to work on it. And I really apologize for that. I will get it done. And I will do catch-up episodes soon. I will actually likely do... Let's go ahead and build that right there. If I can drop down there. There we go. That's going to be that corner piece. I missed it. It goes right. Oh. I need stone there anyway, so come on. There we go. And that one is done with just straight up. Okay. So if we come right here, this is where this one cuts off. And we're going to have it fairly low here. I might fill that in with grass just to make it look a little less drastic of a wall right there. That, or I'll put trees and stuff up to mask it a little bit. Or I could put fountains or anything like that. We'll see what I do with it. There will be something there to distract from this giant stone wall. Just... It's a little harder to mask than this cliff face on here, because I built this down kind of as a little bit of an anchor area for it, and it kind of goes around like that. There's little anchors here and there, but it didn't really need much of it to make that presentable. So on this one, I'm just kind of coming in here, and we're going to end up with a little bit of a... Let's see, did I curve the backside? Yeah, I curved the backside and the front side, so I need to curve this a little bit more, because otherwise it's not going to be balanced. And dunk dunk. You're supposed to catch me on those things. You're supposed to tell me whenever I'm... Oh, yeah, I did curve it. What the heck? There. I didn't need that extra one. Gonna go ahead and knock that down. Although I am going to need that entire wall just for... Well, just for... for the side of the stairs. And I don't really need to knock it all out. I just need light over here so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to up the brightness of this video, by the way, just saying. Actually, I should do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and hop into options. Let's go ahead and, since we're not in Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. I'll up the brightness of the video on the part before this, since I'm going to have to cut it into little pieces anyway. Did I go too far? I went too far. Let's go ahead and go right there. And there we are. That is that branch of the building. I'm going to go ahead and knock that down because we aren't going to have stone up there. Now, you may wonder, why am I building with so much of the same material? Some of it is, well, I'm making an outline. The rest of it is actually, let's build this out here so I can see where I'm going with this. Some of it is also due to the fact of it being a rather austere building. I am going to introduce the quote-unquote alabaster, which is a white material, hence the white sand, into this. I'm going to probably integrate it in the front and on these little side things. But the reason I'm using such a large amount of the same building material on this particular building is that it reflects the kind of austere nature of the building. I may have the other church be a little bit more vibrant. I don't know yet. One of my builds that I'm already considering doing is going to take real big advantage of the vibrancy of some of the texture packs I've downloaded. Yeah, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up one more. There we go. Ah! Stupid flower. Die, flower, die. We'll introduce flowers again later. In fact, I'm kind of regretting putting this in a snow biome. Simply because I'm going to have to worry about building up snow. And while I don't mind it that much, it does get in the way while I'm actually building. Okay, and we come in too. And build back. With that, I don't need that right there. I need it right there. So we'll have a little pathway right there. I'll probably have it blocked off a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and build a stone thing across there. This is going to be the bell tower. Or probably a type of bell tower. Let's go ahead and we can build up a little bit right there. Okay. We have the one diagonal. Then we have the Tetris piece, as I call it. Then another diagonal. And then we start building this way. This is going to give us not quite a circle, but more of an oval effect. Because I'm not going to take it all the way. Could go ahead and leave that lava there for now. And we another diagonal. And we build across. And we get it over here too. Now I'm going to build the guideline from here. It doesn't matter if it's solid or not. I usually try to make it solid. That is where the Tetris piece is. So I need to actually come right here. And there's my first diagonal. There's my Tetris piece. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy that and that. And there is my... And it gives us a nice little bit of an oval feeling. I'll fly up so you can see it from above. And that's going to be an extra step up right there, by the way, behind the pedestal area. So it's starting to take shape. If you guys would like me to involve you in every block drop, every block I put down, I can do that. I don't mind. That's one of the things I was thinking of doing with my creative build. Since I am building it solo and it's going to be a rather large city, it's going to take a while, though. A long while. It's going to take probably longer than any of the other series I have. So be really sure you want that before you say, yeah, give it to us. Because that'll be a very long series. And you will have to give me things to talk about. Let's see. Did I make that one too tall? There's one way to find out. Yeah, I'm a big wireframe builder. It comes from my history in art. I always measure. I always do all these other things. So yeah, that'll go across. And that actually gives me an idea. Let us see. And we will come across here. Doop, doop, doo. Derp, derp, derp. No, not yet. Come across here. Let's make another archway. Come on. There, and there, and there. It'll actually mirror the archway of this, although be a little bit stumpier. Did I build that right? Tell me, did I build that right? Yeah, I built that right. I think. Yes, I did. This is kind of what goes through my head whenever I am building these things. I ramble to myself a lot. Get rid of that. And we are going to go there and there, as well as there and there. And we have another archway. And yeah, they're going to go on those three sides. I'm going to probably put something here. Some big... I could put extra bells there as well. Although that would be a little bit small for me to fit one in. This one I actually can fit 2 bells in. Because they take up... 1, 2, 3... They take up at least 5 slots for the smallest bell I can make. If you guys have an idea on how to make a smaller bell, shoot it my way. I'll definitely take a look at it. Let's see. I don't want to spend all my time filling stuff in, though I am going to need to fill in up here. I'll probably fast forward through any of the spots that I actually have to spend too much time filling in. And we'll go ahead and just sample it along the side. And up there. No, I'll go up 1 back. I said 1 back. There we go. And up there. Doom, 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 doom. And we drop that. No, not 2 of them. Curses on you. And then we'll end up with the kind of pedestal area. The pulpit, if you will. Ah! And then down there. Okay. Now, this is intentionally not having stairs right there. And we'll come up with the stairs there. We're going to have stairs coming up on the 2 sides of it. So we can have the large central area protruding out towards the speakers. I'll give you a quick example of what that's going to look like. And I accidentally, there we go. Drop that down there. I'll have them be... Hello, piggy. Poor pig. Let's see, I built it 2 out from the wall. So we'll go ahead and lay down those 2. And drop down the half slabs. 3. And then we will lay this down so we can see how much of a floor space we have for the area. Okay. Decent enough. We move this forward. And it'll give that imposing look of being kind of in your face. Oops, knocked that down too far when I was taking out the flower. And I kind of want smooth stone. Let's go ahead and get some smooth stone out. I'll put fences back on my hotbar eventually. Let's see. I think I want it to come out to about here. So I have enough room to add a little bit of decoration right here before you hit the pews, which are going to be lined up along here. I'm going to have 2 rows of pews, by the way. 1 set here and 1 set here. I'm not going to go for 3 rows like I did in my mega church, which the window on top of the mega church was about from the very edge of the entryway to this to right before the bell tower. That was the diameter of the church's just circular window on the very top of it in my mega church. To give you an idea of, and actually it might have been a little bigger than that, to give you an idea of the scale of that thing. It's the background on the Facebook page I have for my build, not my build, my videos. Let's see, let's go ahead and pop that up, and we will get right, I think I'll go diagonal right there and give him doop and doop, 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 doop. There we go. Drop that right there. And we have the nice smooth stone. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3. I'll go ahead and build this right there. Oops, there we go. We have 4 spots right here. That means I can make a wide pulpit. We're gonna go ahead and boom, boom, boom. Actually, I can make that taller too. Out of the way, Pigoo. Now you're gonna see it's gonna have a step up. The whole idea behind this, by the way, behind church building, you always want to go vertical. I mean, if you're going with a really large horizontal build, that means you have to go even more vertical. In my giant build, I think I had like 5 or 6 blocks tall on the pulpit. On this one, I'm gonna go probably at least 2 above the audience, if not 3. Let's go ahead and fill this in right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop light down there since we're not gonna really build anything down there just yet. I just don't want to clear it out in case I do. And I don't want anything spawning in there. Fly. Let's go ahead and drop this right here. And as you see, let's pop a little square right here so we can just kind of stand in the middle and look at it. It feels not overwhelmingly imposing, but it definitely has that presence. Oh, I'm not even on that. There we go. Still definitely a bit of an awe presence. And to make it a little bit more oomph, we can actually raise this part right here up 1 more. Right there. And there. And there. And there. There we go. Gonna have to block that off like that. And like that. And give them a little spot to step up on before putting this in like this. Hi, pig. You are church pig. I'm gonna end up killing you though, because you are in the way of me building. But if we stand back here, let's get our fence back so we can give a little quick demonstration of what it looks like. Doomp, 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 and doomp, and doomp, doomp. I wish the pig would go up there so we can show the pig what it looks like. You'll see the character standing right there if you have this on a multiplayer map, preaching to the people. And if you're up here, you actually have the high and mighty talking down to them. These are some of the little intricacies that not everybody puts into their builds. It's something I personally like to do because, well, I like to think of stories behind my builds. Go figure. Sometimes if I'm building on a multiplayer server, I'll even hide signs like in a basement telling the story of the building. Though I can't recall anyone actually saying they discovered them. Even on the ones where I built rather large builds. Let's go ahead and build this back because you'll want the fencing to go all the way back to where the pulpit is. We'll ignore the pig for now. But yeah, that's the top part of the church. And as we come back here, now you may be thinking, oh, he's not worrying about the roof. Something's going to go horribly wrong with that. You're probably right. I'm going to agree with you right now. Most of this is going to be knocked out. Like this right here probably is going to be. Unless I end up going with a kind of half circle roof right there. Half circle roof right there. Coming up to a tall central building, which leads back to this, which leads to an even taller bell tower. The bell tower might even go higher than the travel center. I'm not quite sure yet. This is just one of the buildings. I'm going to probably build a extra set of bell towers outside the building with covered walkways, which actually might be a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out the doors for that right there and right, let's see, that's 2 in right there. I can build a walkway coming out from those, like so. And I'm just ignoring the water down there for now. I might clear that out, I might not. I don't know yet. And we have it coming out right there. See, just building along, you kind of come up with ideas as you go, and don't be afraid to change your floor plan. That's one of the things that bothers me about a lot of people's builds. They either become so slavish to the floor plan that they pretty much ignore any kind of wow, neat ideas that they come up with, which is a real shame because I've met some people with really good ideas. It's just they're afraid to implement them while they're building. They come up with them for other people's builds. Slight bit of lag right there. I think my file might be getting a little bit too big. That might be what's going on. Because I'm noticing it's stuttering at odd times. So yeah, I'm going to stop the recording for just a second and I'll be right back. And I am back with more of the recording. Yeah, I had to stop the recording because I bet oh, actually, I think it might be my audio too. Well, crap. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to build on this for today. I'm going to finish out the floor. I'm going to not bother with the ceiling and stuff until the next episode. So yeah, I will see you next time on building Alabaster City with Alzorath. This is just going to go in my building and preview and tutorial folder, just for those of you interested. That's where I'm going to keep this series. I'm going to label them by the buildings that they're constructed of and the cities they belong to, which each city will use a different texture pack, and I'll include which texture pack the city is in the descriptions. This is a custom Doku craft, well, MiniDoku craft. I don't know how to make it specifically available. Most of the settings are the light or normal Doku craft skin textures. The only special one you really have to set is this one right here, the glowstone. For some reason they're defaulting to the crappy one. I prefer my lantern looking one. So yeah, I will see you guys next time on Building with Alzorath, and I just put that in the wrong spot. There we go. There we go. I keep saying there we go and I keep putting it in the wrong spot. Haha, there we go. I'm a derp. A derp. Okay. I might set that back one. But yeah, I'm going crazy with building new stuff and saying, ooh, I might do this or this. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry. That's just how I do things. And I will leer at you unapprovingly if you deny me that. Dunk and dunk and dunk. I need my smooth stone. Oh, that's not my smooth stone. Oh, hatred. That's one thing I don't like about creative. I middle click to get my stones, but it gives you the harvested thing rather than the original. There we go. Pretty. Ain't it pretty? Better say it's pretty. Of course, I messed up right there. Dunk, dunk. Dunk. And a... Oh, wrong key. There we go. Dunk, dunk. Oh, he's preaching. The pig is preaching. Oh, the pig left. Get back here, pig. Oh. I hate you, pig. I hate you. With passion. With a severe and utter passion. No, wait, that's the cows I hate with the utter passion. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going random. I must have been up for too long now. Anyway, see you next time. Keep gaming, have fun. I will start including these build-alongs and explanations with in the middle of my vanilla builds. They won't interrupt the episodes of the hardcore at all, so yeah. This has been Alzorath. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment below. If you have any ideas for buildings, recommend them all. Add them to the city. And I will see you next time. Peace out. As I repeat myself for the umpteenth time of goodbye.